Hi, I have spoken in the past about excesses in financial markets and how people forget history and therefore bubbles recur in all sorts of things. Each time it may be a different thing, like from cryptos to the IPO crazes and so on. And if you want to learn more about it, the book I recommend is John Galbraith's Short History of Financial Euphoria. It's a short book. But this forgetting history is not particular only to financial markets. Business people as well as investors are prone to forget history and make the same mistakes over and over again. If you look at airlines, for example, people forget that about 20 years ago, a whole slew of private airlines had come in India. There was the Mania, there was East West Airlines, there was NEPC, and Modi Luft, several others, and they all went bust. After some time, people forgot about it, and then came Kingfisher and Deccan and a few more. And the next, which again didn't do well, all of them shut down or had to be rescued and so on. But people forget again, so you have another slew of private airlines. So this is the thing, and it is not just about airlines. Sometimes it is the business people who forget, sometimes it is the investors, including VCs, who forget. If you look at EdTech, for example, educational technology companies, that those have been quite the rage in VC circles in the last few years, and there have been unicorns there and so on. And people forget that there was in the early 2000s also there was a whole lot of edtech companies, topped by educomp, which went public and was a much loved stock, and it had a promoter from IIM and all that. And yet if you had bothered to look at the financials, which we did, it was obvious that there was something seriously wrong being done there. It was all the sales were sitting in receivables, and there were many other issues, but yet people kept investing till one day the whole thing blew up. And if you look at banks, for example, people think getting a banking license is like winning the lottery, and there are like great times thereafter because they have HDFC Bank, Kotak Mahindra and so on to look up to. But again, people forget that all the people or entities that got banking licenses, a whole lot of them went bust, let alone the old PSU banks. There have been new age banks like Centurion Bank, Times Bank by the Times of India Group, or Global Trust Bank, many others which went bust. So always study history in whatever you are trying to do and see how patterns have played out in the past, whether it is in investing or starting a business or any other endeavor. It always pays to be well educated, to think about it and not believe that you will beat the odds. So I hope that helped.